They've ended up paying. ATV's Star Dobson with a follow-up tonight.
Has your employer told you have to wear a hard hat, sir? People who load and unload ships went about their business as usual today, without hard hats or, in many cases, safety boots. But in offices along the waterfront, employers were talking about safety. Last night we showed you how workers on the waterfront seem to be exempt from the Canadian Labour Code. It's the law that hard hats and safety boots be worn on jobs where there is danger of head and foot injuries. We introduced you to numerous men, all of them injured while at work, some of them still unable to move. Since 1991, the average number of injuries on the Halifax waterfront is 40 per year, and the average amount of time lost for each of those is 7 weeks. Calvin Whidden is the general manager of Ceres Corp, one of the largest companies operating on the waterfront. He says committees are now working at creating a new safety policy.
I believe it will be in place, and I believe it will be improve the records on the terminals.
Why now?
Why now? It isn't now. It's something we've been looking at for 10 years.
Yet it was just last week that Whidden's company and another on the waterfront contacted this man, Chris Marr. Chris sells safety equipment.
We've been supplying the waterfront for a lot of years with safety products, rainwear and footwear. We have sold hard hats there in the past, but it's not something that they've cracked down on, but I know they're going to.
Chris says both companies told him they're reviewing their safety standards and planning to soon implement change. David Noss is a spokesperson for the union that represents longshoremen.
If those safety committees deem, or the employer deems that at his work site that it's a requirement and it's the law, then the men have to wear whatever equipment is required by law.
Company representatives admit changes won't take place overnight, but it's certainly clear there's a renewed interest in making this waterfront a safer place to work. In Halifax, Star Dobson, ATV News.
Hats save lives. Just ask Wayne Potty. The Halifax longshoreman was working in the hold of a ship on September the 2nd when a piece of steel weighing over a kilogram fell from a height of about 8 meters. Luckily, he was wearing a hard hat at the time.
My head went sideways, and like I said, it almost knocked me out. Seen stars, but my neck was a bit sore. I had a major headache later on in the day, but other than that, I was fine.
Potty accepted a gold cap award from Ackland's Safety Supply today. He says he only started wearing a hard hat on the 1st of June of this year when it became law, but he's now a firm believer, and he says he's certain that his hard hat saved his life that day.